Monday. If you're such a
young blood made of gold, a mind you can't control. Running wild, can't come down. My head is in the clouds. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. Before a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. Before a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this.
Let's hit that thumbs up button as you're rolling in.
I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeding your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause I'd start over now. Rewind, and I won't let you go. I need you by my side.
I like that, Iowa girl. I like that. Ring the doorbell on your way in, please. Nicola. You guys.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. 'Cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's flow for now. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow.
3-7 double technical. Thank you all.
I know I'm not easy, I drag you out your mind. And there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
Come along with me, together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real, classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun.
Let's go.
And share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Helen here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Spreading truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search,
Hey Nick, text me. Text me. Make sure it's you. Thank you, dear. Just text me. Make sure.
In the search, we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Catch those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
Thank you, be great. So nice of you. Thank you, my love.
Living life, we lift our hearts. In the search, we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the light. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
The pearls were bound together through the storm and darkest weather. We search high, we search low, together everywhere we go. Justin's here and he's going live with the best fans by my side. We're a family, we hold strong. Together we can right the wrong. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. In the night or in the day, girls will light and lead the way. Justin's heart and your support. Together we will hold the fort. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care.
Last song. And goodbye.
Click play and come along with me. Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. Defending truth is what we do.
Oh, thank you, be great.
So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way.
You can generally tell by
Together we will save the day.
what the ticker in the bottom
With
is.
every laugh
I
we
changed it
lift
to
our
my
hearts. In the search we all
color
take
that I'm
part.
wearing.
Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth here. Members make the truth so clear.
Well, hello, everyone. Good to see you all. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube, anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with moi. Today is January 27th, 2025. It is currently 7:19 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Nailed it. Good to see you all. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much, Mimi. Appreciate you, my dear. Um, yeah, I wasn't live yesterday. I did not feel good yesterday. I don't know. I just did not feel good. So I pretty much just laid around yesterday. Sometimes you just need those days, I guess. Um, so I joined Mr. and Mrs. and Aunt E in their chat yesterday and just kind of slept it off a little bit. I think I might had it like a little 24-hour bug or something. It's that time of year. It's that time of year. So there's that. Um, I don't really have a lot planned for this live. I'm sorry, Dan. I hope he feels better. But I thought we could finish a couple of um, the interviews that we were going through. Oh, I hope you feel better, Mary Ellen. That's terrible. It's terrible. It's been I think the last couple days is the first days in probably 3 weeks, maybe a month, that it has been above freezing. So it's finally we're supposed to be in like the 30s and 40s, and I think even in the 50s. So I missed you guys too. I always feel bad when I can't go live, but I didn't even change my uh, cover here. So it just to be determined. So we'll just talk about whatever today. Riley, yeah, sometimes you need a break. Sometimes you need a break. But the Sebastian Rogers case, it is insane. It seems like everybody is talking about everything that does not matter. And that's a little discouraging at times, but here we continue to talk about the case and what matters. Um, I do believe in Michael Vaughn's case out of Fruitland, Idaho, that we heard Brandy speaking about uh, that there's going to be an arrest soon. So that's good. And hopefully, of course, always late. Thank you, my dear, for emailing me. Hopefully, there's going to be an arrest in, sometimes in February. Hopefully, in Sebastian's case, that there's going to be an arrest. This is absolutely a criminal investigation. Um, it seems like everyone's talking about just stupid things that I don't care to talk about, to be quite honest with you, was the little boy in Virginia found. Yes, and I do have that pulled up. He was found in a pond, deceased. Thank you, Nicolina. Good to see you, honey. I'm so glad to see you. Missed you very much. I didn't know where you were. But yeah, he was found in a pond. Let me see if I can refresh this and play it. The Amber Alert was canceled. I was planning on covering that. He was 12 years old. Juan was his name. Let me see here. Well, let me. Oop, there went my screen. Here we go. It's got a 30-second clip here. I believe this is Virginia Beach. Yeah. 2 days after the police issued an Amber Alert for the missing child, Virginia State Police emailed the media at 2:55 p.m. The Amber Alert was canceled. Okay, here we go. I'll show you this.
Since Friday, we've been following the disappearance of a Virginia Beach 12-year-old, with state police releasing an Amber Alert for 12-year-old Juan Acevedo on Saturday. Well, this afternoon, that search is taking a new turn. We're learning crews working to find him are now searching a body of water in the area where he was last seen. Reporter John Hood live in the beach right now, where crews are actively searching. Hi, John.
Yeah, hey Anthony, we're still here on scene, just behind the Cambria Apartments off of South Independence, kind of near Town Center area. Over the last half hour, I mean, the police presence has really grown out here near this body of water. There's actually 2 ponds or lakes that are in this apartment complex. I saw them earlier this morning around 10 o'clock, searching the first one, and now they were out here searching the second one. We're still trying to learn exactly what's going on, but like I said, in the last half hour, the amount of police presence has grown. You can see all the police tape up around the area, but we're going to continue to stay out here and learn more information about what exactly is going on, and we'll be sure to update you. Live in Virginia Beach, I'm John Hood, News 3.
So that's really it out of there right now. The body was pulled out of the water around 1 p.m. near Cambria at Cornerstone Apartments off South Independence Boulevard as police searched for the boy. The pond was near the 200 block of Micah Avenue. The address where police say the child was last seen by his parents a few days ago. Police didn't elaborate on the circumstances surrounding the child's death, but Chief how do you pronounce that? I hate messing up people's name. Newdigate, okay, said he thinks the ice that formed during the recent cold weather, quote, played a big role, end quote. Police said it was too early to tell if they'll open a homicide investigation or if the child's death will be ruled accidental. His body was sent to the medical examiner's office to determine a cause of death. He says it's too early for him to speculate. We just recovered him. As we get more information, we can confirm the facts and not what we believe occurred. We will get it out to the community. Virginia Police Chief Paul Newdigate said, we have no specific indication that these ponds were an area of interest, but we did not want to leave any stone unturned. The child was first reported Friday night, police said. His parents believe he was at a friend's house, but they called police around 9 p.m. when he hadn't returned home. Police started investigating the child's disappearance as a possible abduction. However, his parents received a ransom message on Facebook. After learning this, Virginia Beach Police Department treated this case as an abduction and contacted state police to send an Amber Alert out, which was issued around Saturday around 7 a.m. The child shared that either the family or someone, sorry, the chief rather, shared that either the family or someone on behalf of the family paid $500, but after that, there was no additional communication. If that is fake, I hope their asses go to jail. Uh, when asked for the ransom note, could have been a scam, the chief responded, "This would not be the first time that this type of scam has that has happened on a family that is going through a difficult circumstance. Is it a possibility?" He says, "It absolutely is." He added that the possibility of a ransom being a scam was one of the police's theories, but not treating it as an actual threat or kidnapping would be negligent. Police haven't identified potential suspects uh, behind the ransom, but the police chief says it is still part of the investigation. Quote, unfortunately, because it is involved out of state transactions, we need search warrant subpoenas to try to identify the individual who received the money he shared. Nindigate, the police chief, thanked the community for the outpouring of support and care during the search. It's a continuing developing story, and we will keep you updated on that. It's amazing to me that uh, humans will fake something like that. Yeah, it's $500. That's, to me, it sounds kind of scamish, if you will. But I hope they find out who did that and they get him. I really, really do, because that's extremely, extremely terrible that went on. I need to thank some of you. Always late. Thank you so very much, my dear. You're the best. Really do appreciate you. Nicolina, thank you so very much, my love. Good to see you. So good to see you. And we got Yabba Dabba Doo Be Great. Thank you so much, Be Great 88. Really do appreciate you. And thank you again. Let's all try to guess what color Justin is wearing tonight. He always looks classy. It's very kind of you. Thank you so very much, my love. Really do appreciate you. There's Mini Panthers coming in clutch with a membership. Thank you, Minnie. Really do appreciate you. If you receive that, make sure you thank our sweet Mini Panthers. And thank you for being here, sweet Minnie. And we got Jilly. Thank you, Justin, for being so kind. Thank you, my dear. Really do appreciate that, Jilly. And thank you for being a member as well. The police were on it. Virginia doesn't mess around. I'll just tell you that. Virginia, it's a Commonwealth state. They do not mess around. Their police force is extremely aggressive, and they take it into their hands and they get it done quick. Generally, had dogs and horses. Good, good. All right. Hey, girl, mom, little Miss Sunshine. Hey, Jude, Susan, Michelle, Blue Eyes, Me Ping, Amanda, Fine Summer, Hatters, Blue Eyes, Hey, Jude, Callie, Robin, Whispering, Sonia, Lakeside. We are Cody's voice, Gigi. You can't see me. Hey, Jude, another realm. Thank you so much, my dear, for 2 months. So proud to be your friend. Many more years to come. Come to Vancouver and visit me soon. I love Vancouver. It's probably one of my favorite. It is probably my favorite city, at least during the summer. Not of the winter, but during the summer. It's one of my favorite cities. I love Vancouver. It's a beautiful, beautiful city. Did I see Nick's post? No, I haven't. I haven't. I've just the it's the craziness around Sebastian's case. I just want to talk about the case. You know what I mean? It's it just feels more like um talking about how you disagree with what another creator says, what another creator's doing, and all of that. And you know what I mean? Ugh, I've just never been, I'm just not here for that. The ponds, yes, Justin, I looked around in the ponds in the area. Most still had thin ice on the edge. Yeah, I hope he didn't fall in, but I hope also that um, it wasn't foul play either. You know what I mean? So thank you so much, Connie. Your first month coming in clutch. Appreciate you, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so very much, Connie. Very kind of you. There is Mr. and Mrs. and Auntie. Thank you for 5 months. Really do appreciate you. Thank you for love, prayers, and support. It means the world to you. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate you guys. Please, please continue to pray for the E family. Middle E has been dealing with challenges that I wish no child ever, ever had to go through, and no parent had to go through. Ugh, I'm gonna cry. Uh, it's I just really pray for them right now, and um, the good thing is that Middle E has the best parents uh that anyone could have, and they are very fortunate to have good resources and all that. But at the end of the day, it's scary as hell. And they need your prayers. They really do. They really do need your prayers. And I can't tell you um, the prayers that so many of us have been, uh, you know, giving to Middle E and Mr. and Mrs. E and Auntie and all of them. So, yeah, it's, you know, dealing with this once uh, is one thing. It's horrible. Twice, I don't know. So, but from what I understand, uh, Middle E is in really good spirits and is probably taking it better than anyone else, to be quite honest with you. So, um, yeah. So there's that. Okay. All right. All the blessings to the at Mod Squad to be Pearl. I Remy Pearl. Thank you so much, Lolo. You are a gem here, and we really do appreciate you. Thank you for 9 months. Really do appreciate that, my dear. Riley Santa, although we missed you, I'm glad you took a little break. You deserve it. Thank you, Riley Santa. Thank you, my dear. Really do appreciate you, and thank you for being a member here as well. Always a pleasure seeing you. And we got Giggle to 3. Thank you for 5 months, Giggle. Really do appreciate it. It was so hard to watch them last night. Many tears shed. Yes. Yes. I was crying with them last night, to say the very least. Yeah. So, but hopefully that they can you know, come back on Sundays, and it can be a little, you know, getting away from out of your head for a minute. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's good to take a break to get out of your head for a minute. So, there's that. All right. Like I said, I really don't have a lot planned for this live. But someone sent me some clips here. They just said, "Do you remember when?" So I'm going to see if okay. What's this? Could this be the car? We'll get into something here. This is from Crime and Conspiracy. I don't have, I've never heard of them, but this is very interesting. Please drop that or please drop that link. I just dropped it right there. Crime and case study. Could this be the car? Ooh, this is interesting. Oh, look at that. Do y'all remember that car? Y'all remember that car? That's very interesting. Uh huh. Let's see what they say. I personally do think that this one isn't the babysitter. I promise you that. This one isn't the babysitter. Um but I do think that the vehicle that is there at 3 a.m. is a car or a smaller SUV. So I want to make it clear. We're going to be talking about theories, and we have to think in the theory that we're going to be talking about today. Justin, did you see what at night investigative person? I have not. Have not. Oh, hold on. Let's play it. Watch this. Remember, this was Silver on the scene. Let's turn the lights on.
Back on the street.
Crime and Conspiracies. It's kind of spelled backwards though. Okay.
If that's true, if that's something that happened pretty quickly, depending on how you interpret it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you have a child that went missing, and you have all this activity with these lights, and I think they're going to be significant. Secondarily to that, when you're talking about the time frame, to me, it shows something that obviously was rapidly done. So, in other words, it's not a game of tag with friends. It's not something that was elongated. It was a quick entrance on screen, exit on screen, reappearance. So all of that is very significant when law enforcement is putting all these pieces together as to what could have happened to him.
Yeah. And the biggest point is, at the same time this is going on, you have a child that went missing between 12 and 6. And that's why, to me, I've always focused on this because.
Let me tell you something. If these lights in this car is nothing related to this Sebastian Rogers case, there's no freaking way that it cannot be related. Not a chance. Not a flippin' chance. Sorry, not sorry. Yes. Bingo. Because if it wasn't, number one, in my opinion, well, first of all, it's the only activity that we know about that happened around that night. Number two, Edgar says two uh, pings or handshakes, if you will, was in that neighborhood that night. That wasn't, I guess, normally there. In my opinion, the two pings, if you will, one is whatever the vehicle is at 3 a.m. The other one, in my opinion, is probably the ride share thingy, the Uber, and that's it. Sent you an email, Justin, with okay, honey. Thank you.
Again, I'm no expert, but I've covered some true crime, and to me, it just when it comes to coincidences, and I've spoken with former detectives and forensic, and in their opinion, there's no coincidences in true crime. That's his motto anyway. So anyway,
there was obviously this thing about two flashlights outside. There was a garbage truck. There was the fact that the camera had the wrong timestamp on it. Like all of these different issues with some of these.
Oh, yeah. I got that email. That's about at night saying that someone accessed the, I don't know, it's a chat room. The it's like a chat where it's not even, it's just general stuff spoke about. It's really nothing that big of a deal from what I understand.
Cameras that showed vehicles. There was, I guess, an Uber that came through the neighborhood. There was a red car that people are like, well, why won't you release what you know about these individuals? I see where you're coming from with well, I don't want to dox people thing.
Well, you see, I'll be honest with you. I don't think it was Edgar's truck. I don't think it was Edgar's truck at all. There. For a couple reasons. Number one, I think that regardless of something happening to Sebastian that night, in my opinion, in this hypothesis that we're speaking about, I don't think Edgar was supposed to be around Sebastian. So I don't think he's going to bring his truck there, in my opinion. Whether something happened or not. Number two, Edgar is trying to say that, yeah, I had to convince the dumbasses that this was my truck, or had to tell them, rather, it was my truck. You don't have to tell them anything. They know. Trust me, they'll find out. You don't have to tell them anything. Promise you that. You don't have to tell them nothing. Nothing. They will find out. Guaranteed. Is it Miss Seeker's birthday? Happy birthday, Miss Seeker. Just remind me and I'll sing for you at the end of here. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much, Miss Seeker. 6 months. Really do appreciate you. Happy birthday. Thank you so much for your support. Yeah, we will sing to you at the end of the program. Just make sure you remind me, my dear. It could have been Edgar's phone in another vehicle, not his truck. I don't think it's his phone. I do not think it's his phone, personally. I think he could have. Hold on one second. What is? Oh, you sent a couple of them. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's his. I don't think it's his phone or anything. I think it'll be interesting to see if KK's phone was moving at all that night, in my opinion. I think that will be important if the watch was moving. I think it'll be interesting to see the last time Sebastian's phone was used. I think that'll be interesting. Uh yes, the wellness data. Yeah. Because it tells your right muscles, it tells uh you know, your heart rate, um if you are, you know, moving, if your heart rate is up, if you're sleeping, all of that, and it's been very helpful, not only to solve cases, but people who have passed and they had one on, it tells exactly the time that their heart stops beating. And we don't see her Apple Watch on the first TV interview. Really? I didn't. That's very interesting. I did not know that. Yes, the geofencing is going to be very, very interesting, if you ask me. Trina, thank you so much for 4 months, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Good to see you, honey. I love your show, Dustin. I am you feeling that I love you. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, feeling much better today. Thank you, my dear. And thank you so much for 4 months, Trina. Really do appreciate you. That's good. Did she have it on in Olivia's? She have it on in Olivia's? Hey, Daisy Love, 9 months. Really appreciate you. She did. She certainly did have it on the Texas Roadhouse, right? Question, do we see the Apple Watch again? Uh that's a good question. That's a good question. Does she have that Apple Watch on? Might need to go and check that out. Not the hands video. I think at the hands video and by the first two news videos that they actually have all of their stuff at that point. Later, we see it on an Apple Watch. Might have to go and look at that here shortly. That's very interesting. I think she did in one of her videos. I don't remember seeing Apple Watch in the interview. Just in my opinion, I think the lights video was the type of Morse code to signal all clear. Remember, they blink. I don't. I mean, that's what you can do. Like in the military, you're taught to do that, right? I mean, it's possible. I try not to get too like conspiracy. You know what I mean? It is possible. Um, my dad used to have like an army flashlight, and it had a button where you could communicate, like I guess with the, it flashed. I don't know how the hell they do it, but uh, yeah. I mean, it's possible, but I mean, absolutely. That flashlight video is going to be something in this case. 1,000%. 1,000%. You can not tell me that the police didn't want it out. I think Nick probably got reamed for putting that out. before talking to law enforcement.
But at the same time, did any of these vehicles that you saw, did any of them stop by the Proudfoot house? Did any of them linger in the neighborhood? Like, was there any suspicious activity?
No, they didn't.
Now, this was Silver on the scene, I believe, right? Listen, you know something, and Mr. E made a great point yesterday. Great point. And I had not heard anyone say this. By the email that I showed you guys, that the only detective on Sebastian's case, this is what he has been on this case, and it's the only case that they pay him to do for the last 11 months, almost a year. Okay? The only case he covers. That's it. If they didn't have something, do you think he would just be sitting there with his, sitting at his desk doing nothing? Come on. Use your brain for a moment. They're not going to be just the detective sitting there. It speaks volumes. It absolutely does. Why would they keep him on it? Shadows in the dark. Sending email now. Okay. Do you remember when it was said that several detectives would take turns investigating this case for 1 hour per week? I don't. I'm telling you right now, if they had more on the case, I would be worried. They only have one. I'm not worried. I can guarantee you he's not got what he needs, in my opinion. They're going to get them. No, when I say the detective, I mean the police detective, not KK and Edgar's detective. I'm talking about police, not a private investigator. I'm talking about someone who is actually the detective on this case. I don't know how much he gets paid or whatever, but he clearly said that this is a criminal case. Right. Someone wrote $2,200 a day. And I'm saying, first of all, a police officer detective does not get paid that a day. Not even close. All right, let's.
Reason so that one that it's been known about the Uber was there for a long time, and I think even the gentleman who got the Uber to go to the airport had put it on Facebook in the first day or two that he's like, oh, I had an Uber come at 3:30 in the morning, so that had been known. So I wasn't
a neighbor.
Not a neighbor. It was somebody in the neighborhood. It was somebody on Kellen, so I wasn't afraid to put that out. However, the other vehicle, which I can listen. I know nobody wants to take my word for it, but I can promise you, the car is not foreign to the neighborhood. It's known, and they are not. That's not.
Okay, let's turn the lights on. That's a van.
That person, I know people would try to find out who that is and whatnot, and they go after them. And this person, quite honestly, this person probably has no idea that people are trying to figure out what car that is and stuff. It has nothing to do with anything. Unfortunately, we want to find the clue. So it's disappointing to us as well when when none of these things are connecting.
So you say that this vehicle is not foreign to the neighborhood. Are you then saying that the vehicle is commonly in the neighborhood but is not owned by someone in the neighborhood?
That'd be fair to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this
Oh, here's my email. Let me tell you something. I don't. I actually sort of agree with SF on that but we're taking it two different ways, in my opinion. I don't believe that is KK's or Edgar's vehicle at the 3 a.m. But I do think that in my hypotheses that perhaps it is someone they know's vehicle, in my opinion. Someone that perhaps but then I think it's been I don't know. Oh, and Elizabeth, I hope you feel better, honey.
Too fast. You trade your passion for glory.
Think
so
of it like.
do you know who the owner?
Think
Do
of
you
it
know
that-
who the owner of the vehicle is?
Yes.
Okay.
Now he says he knows who the owner of that vehicle is. Now, in my opinion, I don't believe that the people who have that footage has given it out. I don't believe that they have given that footage out, in my opinion. I think that is 1000% part of the investigation. And if it got out, that would be very bad. Because even with Nick Barris, they asked where he got it from. Because the owners back then would not give it up. They wouldn't give it up. Hey, Bogey. And he got it from the owner's friend who had a part of it. But I don't I mean I'll just be honest with you. I don't think uh I don't think he knows, in my opinion. I just don't. Thank you, Daisy Love. Yeah, you can email me there. Okay.
There's daily like people that come in Ubers and stuff like that, or Amazon deliveries or whatever it may be. But you have this you have the same type of person for the neighborhood, so it's a known person but not necessarily a resident.
So is this somebody with any known connection to the Proudfoot family?
Interesting.
So not a family member, not a friend. All right. So I guess
no.
that's.
I'll show you
there's a construction site next door. There's a lot of work going on. And I know that it's a weird time of morning, but there's still things that there's still workers and whatnot. It's not a worker from the construction area. It's I don't want to say, it's hard to say. It's a person that is in that neighborhood, in and out, several times a week, and it's a known person, and it's.
But I thought he stated for a while that it was someone's boyfriend. Was it someone's boyfriend, like a young person's boyfriend or girlfriend that they was, doing whatever, went to the house, and I can't remember. It's been so much.
There's nothing, absolutely zero to it whatsoever. Nefarious.
All right.
All right. Now, one thing that's interesting about this car, I don't know. I wonder about the lights. This right here is very interesting to me. It's very possible that could be something like this car, but what do y'all think? It's interesting.
Regarding the night, is there anything else you think is relevant to bring up?
I think
I know Seth said that the garbage truck issue was a non-issue as well.
yeah.
Which part? Which issue?
He had said it.
By the way, I know people have been I guess stating, "Where's Seth? Where's Seth? Where's Seth?" And it feels like he's damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. We do need Pincho on this one. We really do. He said he might do something about he's going to try to do something about the lights, by the way. Seth has been looking for his son. I don't know. I've gotten emails that they said he was trying to avoid a lawsuit. Well, he's at his house. He's at his house, same one that he's always lived in. And the question is, where's Edgar and KK? Where the hell are they for the last more than half of a year? That's the question. Seth has been everywhere. And it's like, you see, if Seth would, be out here, if Seth would be out here, talking and everything, it would be, oh my God, look at Seth trying to get the attention, trying to get this, trying to get that. Look, he wants all the attention. No, he just wants his son. That's it. That's it. That's it. I can tell you, once Seth, this is resolved, I don't think I don't think Seth will ever want anything to do with YouTube. I wouldn't blame him. I wouldn't even blame Edgar and KK for that. But I think Edgar and KK is going to be, in my opinion, they're going to have, more things to worry about, in my opinion. SL, thank you so much, my dear. Justin, did you see my last email? Let me check. Okay, let me play this. I'll check. Thank you, my dear SL. Good to see you, my darling. Hope you are well.
At some point that he's seen the full footage from that that like the full angle, not the zoomed in one that the news got. It basically said that like it's not that car doesn't seem to have anything to do with the home that evening.
So there's some confusion about, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know why. So I don't believe. I think people might be confused about they're calling the lights video. Like we put out an analysis on it that we did on it using AI and stuff, and I think that people might be confused of what I'm saying on that because I think I'm agreeing with what they're saying. I don't believe that's a trash.
Guys, Kimmy Lou said they are trying to say that his neighbors have said that they haven't seen him in a month, fabricating stories, trying to say Seth is responsible for Sebastian's disappearance. They can fabricate it till the cows come home. It's not going to change what happened on February 25th into February 26th, 2024. Seth is home, has been home, and it's not, it just is what it is. There's so many, uh, and I get it. There's not a lot right now, but we can still talk about the case. You can still talk about the case. Nobody has to, create any fuckery, pardon my French.
Truck, and like law enforcement's insisting that's a trash truck. That's not a trash truck. And the light video is not a trash truck. So I'm not sure where they're getting that. There's a confusion because the timestamp.
Well, Seth did say in the beginning that it was a trash truck. Like I have said to you, he doesn't believe it's a trash truck. He didn't believe it then. He doesn't believe it now. And because him, even Edgar and KK spoke to law enforcement about that. Notice how law enforcement never said it was a trash truck. They have never stated anything other than we don't know what we don't know. A very generic statement. So all I can say is Edgar, KK, and Seth know more about that flashlight video than the general public. Okay? They know more about it than the general public. And sometimes things are
Was broke,
the way
as
they
you
are.
said, was stuck on that camera. Said like 3 something in the morning. People watch it again, watch the upper left corner when it pans across it, that you'll see it's not moving at all. So you got to just forget about that 3 a.m. for a minute. That and be open to it could be any time during night hours, right? So with the owner, now we went and did some recreation tests. Two or three nights we did there. The owner was extremely gracious and let everybody on the property. And he said, and I'm gonna take them at their word. There's no reason not to. He said that, again, he did. This was an old school camera. It had its own server. He did not know how to export the footage. TBI actually physically took the server from him, and but he said that when they watched it, he knows it was about a little after 5 a.m. in the morning. The reason he knows it is because
Absolutely. It's you can say, "Oh my God, where's Seth?" And yet, Edgar and KK has been crickets, unless Edgar was triggered about a vehicle being in the area. You can say, "Where's Seth?" Seth's a suspect. All of complete BS. But there will be a resolution to this case. And I just hope people remember where and what people said. That's what I hope. Because, like I said, I believe we are on the right side of history in this case, meaning we are supporting the man who we know was at work for over 12 hours. We're supporting the man who has nonstop looked for his child, nonstop doing the interviews, did the lie detector test on national television, did show his time cards, we know was on camera the entire nearly 13 hours. We know where KK was. We know where Sebastian was up until a point. We just don't know where one person was. He says he can't talk about those dates. Days of love, my days of love. Thank you so much for renewing your membership, Daisy Love. I really do appreciate you, darling. Oh, I had a dog that looked like your dog when I was a kid. His name was Skeeter. So cute. Thank you, Daisy Love. Really do appreciate you. Oma, Oma. Thank you so much. Is he the teacher from Peanut? I don't know what you mean, Oma. I'm sorry, I don't get it. I'm blonde. You have to fill me in. You have to kind of really spell it out for me, to be honest with you. Uh, it seems like Edgar and KK. Well, let me just show you this real quick before we get on with that video. Orange Wedge, hello, how you doing? Thank you so much. Really do appreciate you. Thank you for being a member. I was getting ready to say thank you for being a beetle. That's so cute. Um, thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. This goes to credit of Lolly. And I need to show you children's. Oh, wrong one. Perhaps. Okay, here it is. All right. Let me take this banner down for 1 second. We'll get back to our video in just one moment. Loli showed this today. Today I went to a doctor appointment. Oops, where'd it go? Damn. At St. Thomas Cancer Center somewhere in Nashville. Can y'all see this? I'm pulling it up a different way. Can y'all see? I think you can. I can't see it. I can't see the screen. I can't see y'all while I'm reading this. Uh, by Hendersonville, and I was chatting to the nurses and saying I was watching and praying for Sebastian. And one lady said, I know the mom. She does my security system. And I was chatting with her, and she was crying about getting a divorce and that Sebastian did not want to live with her. Then Sebastian came up missing shortly after. I told her I thought KK uh, was scared of Edgar, and and I had heard about the CPS reports on Edgar, but in the interview, he would not tell them what they were all about. I asked her if she called in the info. She said no. I told her to please call. Oh, has this before? I've never seen this. Thank you, Orange. Thank you so much, my dear. It's very kind of you. Thank you. 699 likes. We need 300 more likes, and we can have a second party. That's interesting. Someone just sent that to me. Um, is it Amy's? Is it Amy's birthday? She had to tell the mother to call. Am I hearing this? No, she had to tell. She asked the woman, who I guess KK. Here, I'll read it again. Today I went to the doctor. At some cancer center, and she was speaking to the nurse and saying, I was watching and praying, and I was telling her I was watching and praying for Sebastian. And one lady said, I know the mom, meaning she knows KK. She did my security, and I was chatting with her, and meaning KK was crying about getting a divorce and that Sebastian did not want to live with her. Then Sebastian came up missing shortly after. I told her I thought KK looked scared of Edgar, and I had heard about the CPS report on Chris. But in the interview, he would not tell them what the CPS was about, the report. I asked her if she called in the info. She said she had not. I told her to please call it in. So, this was before allegedly Sebastian went missing, right? So, I guess, oh Jesus, this makes me think of Susan Smith. Well, I mean, you got to think that one of the biggest damn reasons filicide, if which we have no idea if this is filicide or not, but I'm just talking in general, happens is because they, for instance, don't want them to be with another parent. That can happen. But I don't believe it's KK in this instance. I think this happened, in my opinion, because of one person. Because of one person. Um, but you know how I don't know if you've ever had like your cable person or a contractor come to your house, and they're at your house a while, and they get, some of them are comfortable, they'll talk about whatever, uh or they'll get a phone call and they'll be like, geez, like that, and they'll get off the phone and be like, oh my god, sorry, I'm going through a divorce, or my kid or whatever, not seeing the future, right, of what's happening, may happen, did happen in this case. Just like your hairdresser. Yes. This is what this person, from what I understand, is saying. Uh what's this? Discussion with former detective of forensic child expert. Um, hold on a second. Let me text you back. Um, ooh. Yeah, I've been told that she has a new job. Yes, I have. I have not been able to confirm that. But by the looks of what, I don't know when that was last sent. But it appears that KK is no longer doing the whatever the hell she was doing before. You want a chicken party, mother chickens? You gotta hit the like, says guidance. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, okay. All right. So, is the new job in Tennessee? Um, let me check. Let me see here. Let me look at this. Bear with me. I need to check something as. Oh, what's this at? Let's see if that's it. I believe it's in Nashville. Let me see here. Let me check one other thing. Oh, they maybe even Hendersonville. It could be really anywhere, to be honest with you, from what I understand. Hold on one second. Let me check one more thing. Bear with me. Market research, marketing strategy, product development, competitive analysis, campaign management, collaboration, event organizing. Uh, huh. Okay. It is in Hendersonville. Okay. The company manages. I don't know if this is new. Is it new? Or is it... Oh. Did she work there before? Let's see here. That's interesting. It's close to this. Hmm. I'm just trying to see. Oh, it lets you go in here. Ooh, okay. I'll have to look. Lot lizard. Just silly. Nina, coming in clutch. How you doing, girl? A little love, a little dance. Get down tonight. A little love, a little dance. Get down tonight. Thank you, sweet Nina. I really do appreciate ya. Happy birthday, spooky wife, Amy. Coming in clutch at 9 months. I want a chicken party for my 50th birthday. You want a chicken party for your 50th birthday? You're getting a chicken party for your 50th birthday. Hit that thumbs up, mother chickens. We got things to talk about. Thank you so much, Spooky. Happy birthday, Diana, Kelly, Dirty Diana. 3 months, woohoo, 3 months on an amazing channel. Love you, Justin and Remy. And I need to know what foundation you use. If I tell you, I can't tell you. I'm just kidding. I use generally I use I can't think right now. It's on the end of my tongue. It's right here. I just can't think. Does someone remember what I use? No, not tinted moisturizers of shit. Not tinted moisturizers. Bogey, come on. Tinted moisturizers wouldn't. Tinted moisturizers. No, not elf. I did like that one elf though. No. Dermablend. Thank you, so Nina. Dermablend. Thank you, Hey Jude. I use Dermablend 90% of the time. Or I kind of make my own. I have so many. I have so many. It's ridiculous, to be quite honest with you. All right. I want to give a little shout out to the Sin family. They do a lot of stuff on X. And someone just sent this to me. And this is Sebastian Rogers' case discussion with former detective and forensic child expert. That's wonderful. They have been on this case for a while. I'm going to drop their link in the description. And also in the description and the chat for the replay and for those of you in here. Maybe if I can get it. There we go. Full credit. We're not playing all of it, so we're just playing a couple parts of it, but I want guys to sub up because they've done a lot. uh, in the Sebastian Rogers case as well. That's the coverage. Thank you, Coco, honey, my little monkey picture. You're so cute. Thank you so much, Coco, honey. Really do appreciate you renewing your membership. We need to do a Get Ready With Me True Crime Live so we can see how you do it. Ebony, you probably will never, ever, 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 ever see me without my foundation. Maybe without the blush, maybe without the eyes, maybe without my hair did. But you're not going to see me without the foundation. The first thing I ever started wearing ever was foundation, and I think that's because I had really bad rosacea when I was a kid. I still have rosacea, but now it's a lot more under control. And now if I don't wear foundation, my skin breaks out. It's weird. Guess what? Hitting Justin's like button is free and doesn't. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my dear. But I'll tell you a brand that's really good for rosacea. I'm so getting off sidetrack, but is It Cosmetics. Told you. It's the best. I won't lead you astray, honey. I will never lead you astray on makeup. It's the best foundation. It's like $4.
All right. How
In addition to that, I was also a hostage in quite a few
I just want to
homicides
show his
and
credentials.
with what we call the hit team here in. I did that. For about a year, child interviewer of 6 years. Thank you very much for having me. I'm really honored to be on your show and to be able to talk to people about Sebastian today. So thanks a lot. So as Christy said, yes, I'm Scott Snyder. I'm a 20-year officer here in Oregon, retired 20-year officer here in Oregon, and also a retired forensic child interviewer of 6 years. I'll explain a little bit more about that in a second for those of you who don't know what that is. But my law enforcement background kind of looks a little bit like this. During my career in the 20 years, I did quite a few things. I was a K-9 officer for about a year and a half. So I have some K-9 experience, although I will be very honest with you guys, a lot has changed in the field of K-9 tracking since I did it back in the day. There's a lot more stuff out there now and a lot more technology. So I did that. I was a road officer for a number of years, and I also was assigned as a detective with what we call the HIT team here in Oregon, in my county, and that stands for Homicide Investigation Team. Basically, that is a major crimes team that comes together on any major crimes such as homicides.
I'm the man. I'm the man in Joy. I'm the man. I'm the Mary. You're the Rhoda. I'm the Mary. You're the Rhoda.
Sexual assault, arsons, missing persons, things like that. So I spent 9 years as a detective, and the majority of the time I was assigned as a homicide hit team investigator as well. So that's part of my background. Investigated quite a few homicides and quite a few missing kids in my time. So I do have some history of that. And in addition to that, I was also a hostage negotiator for subjects that are barricaded or suicidal or whatever. And then also a public information officer. So I worked with the press a little bit too. That's kind of a rundown on my police background, Christy, if you will. In terms of forensic child interviewing, for those of you who don't know what that is, that's a specialized form of interviewing. You have specialized training where you interview. In my case, I interviewed kids between the ages of 3 and 17 years old. about any kind of sexual abuse or physical abuse or neglect or whatever may be occurring to
I think
them
he
in
is
the home or by someone
looking
that they
into it.
know.
Like, has been looking into it.
And over the 6 years that I did that, I interviewed a little over 1,000 kids.
Wow.
And that was a very challenging job, but also very rewarding. So that's a little bit about my background.
I can imagine that's a tough job.
Yeah, it was a tough job, but so rewarding.
He's definitely got the credentials. I just wanted you to see that part there.
Again, a lot of times where the mix-up is with the handler, not always.
Right.
Let me find where.
Over weeks or months or whatever, that's where speculation begins. That's where all the stuff starts on social
Yeah.
media. And all it does, Christy, is muddy the investigation.
Right. And it's like I had said to you a little bit. I think that a lot of people, once there's no answers or you hit a brick wall and there's no information coming out,
Right.
and people, I think a lot of the time people they start out with the best interest. Like, I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to, help find Sebastian. But then when no answers come out and nothing comes about, I think that's when everybody just goes crazy and just starts, well, what if this? What if that? What if this?
Exactly. And
I mean, I don't have a problem with speculation as long as you know it's speculation or it's a theory or it's a hypothesis or whatever. But I think people do start, particularly creators, filling in stuff that does not matter at all in the case, right? About, is Seth at home? Is KK and Edgar at home? I think it mattered if they were home, in my opinion, whenever, I don't think it was a good look for KK and Edgar to be in, 3.5 hours away, particularly KK, just right after Sebastian went missing. But it really doesn't matter. I don't care what, just like I started this live off with, it seems like everybody's talking about stuff that does not matter in this case. Justin, your pearls have the best chat sessions. Thank you, Me Ping. Thank you so much. We are kind of cool, aren't we? Gotta say, not to toot my own horn, but I do have the best people. Y'all are the best people. His job as crime unit forensic detective and a forensic nurse would break my soul. God bless him. A job unfortunately needed. Yeah.
Again, I think with this case, that one of the things that's got people really freaked out about.
You the man, Justin. My bad. That's okay. That's okay. I'm just kidding. I was making a joke. People think self-deprecating. Thank you, my dear. Oh shit. Hold on, I'm playing the wrong thing. Sorry.
About this is that we have really been given very little information at all. And, again, like I just said a couple of minutes ago, it just has led to all this frenzy of people like, what the heck is going on with this case? And
right.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll leave it there.
Yep. Okay. Now, in your experience, with law enforcement and being a detective, is it common?
I'd like to talk to I don't know her name. I just know him as the Sin family. I'd like to speak to her sometimes. If anyone has her email, maybe collab with her or something someday.
For police to finish.
she seems she seems like she's just really about the case, and I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. It's very few and far between, particularly with this case, that creators don't get in the bullshit. Oh, I'm sorry, blessed Nana. I'm so sorry.
An investigation before they clear someone, or do they clear them usually throughout as they go? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it can go both ways, but generally speaking, the way I usually did my cases and the way the investigators that I know do their cases is, it's a constant process. You're looking at
The
leads, you're looking at
astrology.
tips, whatever the case may be, and you're trying to clear people as you go
Mm-hmm.
so that you can get down to brass tacks and find out, okay, we've cleared XYZ amount of people, but we
Right.
haven't cleared these two.
Right.
So maybe we need to look at them a little bit harder. That's generally the way it works, and that's just kind of the essence of a good investigation. You're gonna be able to clear some people right off the bat
Well,
because
right.
they have an alibi that you can quantify or whatever.
Right.
But it takes some time. So usually it's done over the course of the investigation, though.
Right. But I mean, publicly, like, do they usually not?
Bobby, you got to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, honey. You are valuable. There's only one you. Get in there, put some retinol on your face, exfoliate, put a little lipstick and mascara on, and head out the door, honey. You are fantastic. You're beautiful.
Come out and publicly clear someone, like let them know, hey, this person's been cleared in this,
I've seen it done both ways. Sometimes they
Gotcha.
do. Yeah, I've seen it done both ways. And I think part of that too, I mean, it differs from agency to agency on their
Mhm.
protocols on how they handle that. But I have seen it cleared publicly. So the public, knows that this person is, out of the picture, so to speak. But yeah, I guess it kind of depends on their protocol on how they handle that.
Right. Gotcha.
Hmm.
Okay. Then, oh, all right. The next thing that I wanted to ask you about. Okay. So, what are the chances, like statistical chances, that if let's say he did walk out of his house,
Okay.
what are the statistics that are the chances that it's a complete stranger abduction I'm just wondering about the numbers.
So the numbers are still pretty rare in terms of absolute stranger abduction.
Right.
You hear about that sometimes, like with the Madeline McCann case. They believe that
Madeline McCann, it just depends where you stand on that. That's a case that I really don't speak about because there's a whole country involved in that, in my opinion. But someone taking your child, right? Just random stranger abduction is extraordinarily rare. It is so rare. Handful, just a small handful that happens every year. 15, 19 cases out of 350 million. That's very, 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 very rare. Over 98% of the time, 98.8 or 9%, we are talking about someone that is affiliated, family members, mom, dad, grandparents, friend of the family, teacher, coach, pastor, someone that knows these children.
That was a stranger abduction. There's
Mhm.
other cases too, but you guys, those are pretty rare. And I checked some statistics today, and they were from a few years back, and it probably hasn't changed all that much, but it's still very low. It's like 1 to 2%
Yep.
of abductions are stranger abductions, absolute stranger abductions. And, you know, I can back that up from my forensic interviewing experience too. I mean, the vast amount of kids that are taken by someone in the family or an acquaintance of the family,
Right,
someone that they
right.
know, you know. So the whole stranger danger thing
Yeah.
is kind of going, I mean, it's still important to think about it, but it's kind of going by the way.
Also, Justice Department says is stranger abduction making. We're talking about non-familiar child stranger abduction. Now adults, that's a whole different. We're talking about children, non-familiar. I think the most out of any year is like 300 cases or something like that. And it also involves girls more than it does boys. More girls than boys. Unfortunately, you can imagine why. Sick bastards. Right. Michael Joseph Vaughn is one of those very, very rare cases that it was a stranger, not known to, you know, they had no idea who these 4 people are. So there's that. Aren't like 90, hey, crime and conspiracies, they are minimal. Aren't like 90% of Amber Alerts parental? It's I'll check on that, but it's I think it's, let me check the statistics 1 second.
Wayside, because it really isn't that prominent with stranger abduction.
Right. And then that's what I thought, that because that's what I've always heard, that it's actually super, like, it's really not common for it to be a complete stranger abduction, just happen to see you and grab you off the street.
Correct.
You know what I mean? It's more like, you know, it's more common that it's someone.
Well, and you have to realize oh, that's what I was going to say. I lost it and then I brought it. Non-familiar stranger abductions, that is generally out, it's usually outdoors, right? It's usually a child that is out, like Michael Vaughn. He got out of his house, right? Wrong place at the wrong time, right? Kids walking home from school alone, playing out in the yard alone, at a public playground alone, you know, things like this. To go in someone's home, there's very, very few of those. There's nothing to suggest, nothing law enforcement has said that Sebastian was walked out of his house.
When you know, or that's a fit, somebody
Exactly.
acquaintance.
Exactly. 100%.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Let me according to the National Child Protection Force and Child Crime Prevention and Safety Center, stranger abductions, non-familiar stranger abductions, are ultra rare, making up less than 1% of missing children's cases in the United States. Most abductions are committed by people known to the child, such as a family member or acquaintance.
Yep.
The next thing.
And with Sebastian's case, this is criminal. This is criminal. Not only by the email that I showed from the detective working on it, he is the only detective working on it, and has been the detective working on it for the past 11 months. That's all he does. You have that email, him saying that. You have the Amber Alert, which on its own suggests that all Amber Alerts are criminal, right? Someone took a child that is not lawfully supposed to have them, whether that's a parent or a stranger, right? And what else was it? You have Nick Barris saying March 4th, I'm here to tell you this is criminal on March 4th. They have been working this case as a criminal case since before March 4th, 2024. Now, who you might believe they are looking at, that's up to you. You guys know where what I think, that some people at the very minimum know more. The banner should read SNY. Sorry. Thank you for telling me that. I think I need to fix that in the description. SNY. I apologize for that. So the 250 says a lot on itself too. Yes. Yes, exactly. It is ultra rare.
Okay, now you interviewed a lot of children that had, abuse or things happen in their lifetime. Have you interviewed autistic children as well as children that are not on the spectrum?
I have, yes. And most of it was done when I was a forensic child interviewer, not so much in law enforcement, interestingly enough, but yes, I have.
Right. Now, I'm just trying to, because we know
one thing that, I know a lot of us think the world is getting worse and things are getting worse and all of this. But when you actually look at it, in a lot of aspects, the world is actually getting better in some cases. And one of them is, abductions. There are not near as many abductions as there was in the 90s, 80s, 70s. There was quite a bit more so then than there is now. So that is one thing that has gotten better over the time.
Sebastian is on the spectrum, and we know he has the 6q27 chromosomal deletion, which I looked into that and did some research. I mean, because there's like real small levels of that, like a real
Mhm.
small piece, and then there's big pieces that,
Right.
on the other end of it. So he seems to be on the end that's less severe as
Okay.
far as that, because that's a really, terminal in some cases.
Right.
But I wonder, like, I know children who have trauma and abuse that experience that at home, right? Like children not on the spectrum have a hard enough time dealing with it. But somebody that's like Sebastian that would have like no friends, no outlets, I just wonder, how they internally.
According to uh, National Child Protection Task Force, while stranger abductions do occur, they are far less common than the media suggest. In the United States, child abductions by strangers, meaning non familiar, are quite rare, representing less than 1% of missing children's cases. Non familiar abductions involve an acquaintance or, less frequently, a stranger. These abductions can occur in everyday settings, such as away to or from school. In the US, the majority of children abductions are perpetrated not by drivers of creepy van offering free candy, but by family members or acquaintances uh, instead. The type of abduction typically occurs in the context of custodial disputes or family disagreements. All right, let's see here. Um, there was something else I wanted to share. A common kidnapping myth in the idea of strangers snatching children in public places. Despite the fear and attention it gets, especially in popular media, stranger kidnappings are extraordinarily rare. The misconception leads to a skewed perception of a real risk children face and how best to protect them. It's crucial to base our personal measures of child protection on factual information and statistics rather than sensationalizing myths. Um, uh, there are 300 and what 30 million people in our country, and I don't know how many children under 18, but less than even 1% of that.
Deal with things like that.
I want
A child missing a child missing, and you go there. What do the first few hours look like from the law enforcement perspective when you arrive at the last known
At the
location?
location.
Yeah.
So generally speaking, the first things you're going to want to do is for example, if they believe they were taken from the house, for example, you obviously want to go to the residence right away, get it secured.
Oh, did Esther lose someone? I'm so sorry, Esther. Yes, big difference, right? Um, that's when, there is like an Amber Alert that goes out, and, the parents say, they start making these kind of weirdness, saying, oh, I can't tell you this date. I can't tell you that date. And the stories changing. The mom says something and the dad interrupts and says, for transparency across the board. And all of this nonsense. This man married 5 times, and one of his ex-wives has been publicly about what she alleges he has done to her children, and the child that they share. 5 CPS cases within an 18-month period. And you see how Edgar's little temper is. Him disparaging Sebastian, have to be reminded to say something, what his strengths are. No, sorry, 14 months, not 18 months, 14 months. And says he doesn't know how many cases on his most recent triggered interview. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, Edgar.
You know, and check the residents over and over again, because the scary thing with, well, it's not scary, it's a fact, with kids that are reported as being abducted, oftentimes they are there in the house somewhere and they've just not been found. And so that happens way more often than a lot of people would expect.
Wow,
so
really?
Yeah, so it's very important to check the residents, check around the residents. Nothing goes untouched, and make sure that you do as thorough a check as you can there. And then, depending on what you find,
right,
if you're still not locating the child, then you want to start delving out a little bit into the outer areas, into the woods or whatever, into the neighborhood, whatever's there. You want to get, if you have reason to believe that this may be an abduction, you want to get alerts out as quickly as possible. If an Amber Alert is called for, then you certainly want to get an Amber Alert out. And you want to notify the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children that you may have a potential abduction here, if that's what you believe is going on.
Right.
And then from there, it's just, and again, Christy, I don't know what, I
need to show y'all
what
something.
they're doing in Tennessee right now. Maybe they're doing way more than what we know, and we're just not hearing it. But you want to talk to everybody. You want to canvass the neighborhood and see if anybody has seen this kiddo.
Right.
You want to talk to family and friends as quickly as possible. Any of those.
We're going to get back to this in just one moment. I want to show you something here. I forgot to show you guys the other day that I wanted to speak about briefly. Shall we? Shall we? Okay. How many thumbs up do we got? How many thumbs up do we got, mods? You're the man, Justin. My bad. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate you, darling. Thank you. 904. Listen, we have a birthday girl. And listen, if you're a troll watching me right now, the least you can do is hit that thumbs up for my beloved Pearl. Okay? And I'll love you for it. I don't care if you sit and talk about me day and night and day. Just hit the thumbs up for my birthday girl. You animal. 912, 919. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right. I know that people throw Seth under the bus for speaking about the Sebastian wearing pull-ups and all that. But KK had already talked about it online, on Facebook. And there was something else. Oh, the other day I was listening, and it was people, there has been so much like misinformation with this case. People are blaming Seth for talking about, it was something like about someone saying that if he had enough money, Sebastian would have already been found. That was Edgar that said that. That was Edgar that said that. I've got the clip. We can play too. Now, if Seth said it somewhere, I don't know. But I do know 100% that Edgar said it. Okay. Um, someone writes, this is very shortly after Sebastian goes missing. Inconsistencies are a major red flag. Okay, I don't want to read that because it's, I don't want to get it. But KK says here, he meaning Sebastian was not only having wedding issues at home, but also at school. Even his father, he did not clarify in his comments he had some issues with Sebastian wedding sheets, is what KK is alleging, and hiding them, and has had an incident where Sebastian wet his chair while at his father's house. Now that's what she claims there. Now, another thing that I want to address. KK says, Sherry, because Chris, not Seth, is my husband and the stepfather to our son, and because Seth was at work and has no access to his phone, although we also contacted him because he is his father and needed to know immediately. So, KK, if you knew Seth did not have access to his phone while he was at work, why didn't you call him on his emergency line at work? Why? You had the emergency line. You know that when in a jail, they cannot have their cell phones out. They either have to be left in a car or have to be left in the locker. That's what I'm saying, Mohawk. She has all the emergency numbers to the jail. Don't be mad. Yes, exactly, Dogs and Decor. Exactly. My husband worked in corrections, and everyone has an emergency line to call if needed. And that's exactly right. Right? The people, your family, know that you can't call their cell phone while they're at work. But they do know that you have a line that you can call. Yes. Justin, did CP say if they had $1 million, Sebastian wouldn't be missing? Did they lose? What does that mean? He said something to the effect of, if I was a millionaire, and yes, it would have been recorded. It sure would have. It sure would have. Yep, that phone call would have been recorded. Imagine that. Imagine that. Seems like they didn't want any recording that day, if you ask me. I'm going to read that again. KK Powerfoot, P-Foot, says, because Chris, not Seth, is my husband and the stepfather to our son. No. And because Seth was at work and has no access to his phone, in parentheses, although we also contacted him because he is the father and needed to know immediately. I guess not enough immediately to call the emergency line, though, just like you didn't call the emergency 911 either, did you? Is it because that would have been recorded too? Come on now. And she says, and because my husband is strong enough to think logically and is my rock, finding that your child is missing is a terrifying pain that I promise no one should ever endure. Every day, every day, I think she means everyone, is doing anything and everything they can to find Sebastian and bring him home. Are you? Are you? Because I mean, Seth is, supposedly hiding out to people, and we haven't seen KK and Edgar do an interview in 7 months. Seth's got Nancy Grace lined up, Laura Lodge, and others, I'm sure, and was out looking for his son. Just beyond. Why didn't you call the emergency line? Edgar says, immediately after I got off the phone with the dispatch, I call Seth. Well, why didn't you call the emergency line? Didn't want it recorded, perhaps? What's this? Okay. Trish, you just shared this with me. Oh, this is Lauren from Facebook. We love Lauren.
Do you know anything? Do you know anything?
Hold on. Lauren says here.
I know.
Do you know?
Crap.
That.
Cadaver dogs from any agency have never been confirmed to have searched the PF's property, the BS property, or Edgar's camper. The Bowersox also refused to speak to Chloe despite her attempts to reach them.
Do you know anything about cadaver dogs being used at the house in the past?
I know there were scent dogs, absolutely. I know that cadaver dogs that we've brought in have not been to the house, but they've been in the area. but those are not law enforcement cadaver dogs.
Okay.
I mean, they're credentialed cadaver dogs, but they have not been on their property or in their house, and they don't take kindly to trespassing. So we would absolutely have to have permission for that.
Right. So have they? Do you know anything about
any place, anytime that people have asked to do any type of searching, Edgar has denied. Sky Maiden, that is, you're going. It depends. It depends. There are some, and it'll start a big debate in here when I get that question, because some, they say, can pick up almost immediately. I think, in my opinion, it's a little longer. It does vary on the condition. It varies on a lot of things, but generally within a few hours, the training and all of that. What's this? If only 2 cars came in and out of the area, and one was CP, it wasn't after 1 on the 26th. The street was lined with cops by then, plus Seth and Kathy. Why would they even pull networks for 7 hours after he went missing? They had to have a warrant for a specific time frame. Yes. And this is why I have tried to nail that down for the sane folks that use their mind and can actually think logically. Even if you are, all up for Edgar and KK, ask yourself, why would they be searching over 7.5 hours after Sebastian vanished? They don't. They only do it from the last time he was seen up until the time that the 911, or the non-911 call, I should say, went out. They're not going to check when there's 711 cop cars, volunteers, neighbors, and everything else. And especially when they know where you're at that point. They don't care.
He's saying supposedly on the night that Sebastian disappeared, they go through and they check like all the Wi-Fi in the area, and there was only 2 Wi-Fis that came in that area and left that area.
Yep. Came in that area and left that area. That is how they're going to do it. They've got to come in and leave. Come in and leave. And it's not going to be at 1:30 in the afternoon while the investigation is already taking place.
Came in that area and left that area. Like 2 open networks, 2 traveling Wi-Fis came in and left.
Okay.
And apparently Chris claims one was his truck.
That night? That night?
They did the search for that night. So.
Why would Chris's truck be there?
It's the dumbest question I think I've ever heard. Oh, why would his truck be there? Guess.
I mean, I didn't. I this is the first time hearing of this, so that's why I'm like, what?
Me too.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't really comment on it because I don't know anything about it.
Well,
Well, it could have been the 25th through the 26th. I don't know. I mean,
25th.
He's saying
was
on
said.
the supposedly on the night that Sebastian disappeared, they go through and they check like all the Wi-Fi in the area, and there was only 2 Wi-Fi's that
What's
came
G-
in that area and left that
GH?
area. Like 2 open networks, 2 traveling Wi-Fi's came in and left.
Okay.
And apparently, Chris claims one was his truck.
That night? That
Well,
night?
they did the search for that night. So.
Why would Chris's truck be there?
In my opinion, I feel like what's his name? The only intelligent one up there that can logically think on this case. Elevated truth. Oh, absolutely. I think that he knows more. I think he has been told perhaps more by Edgar. Because whenever Chris said, if you want to put something out there, then just go ahead and put it out there, or something to that effect. And Truth went, go ahead, Edgar, open that can. And apparently only 2 up there knew that. Not even whatever that chick's name is. Justin sent you email of law enforcement telling Cruella to fix her. Yep, I've showed that. Sure have. Yep. And there's that. Watch that. Oh, that's funny. That's not funny, but it's interesting. Deception Detective put out. Sunday, I post a video analyzing Stacy Wandra. Monday, Stacy divorces his wife. Getting ready to flip on her? ? Curious timing. I know he was planning on divorcing her for quite a while. Fix it. What did it say? Careful of the man card, Justin. But I do think Truth has a realness about him. I don't agree with some of the things he stands. He's sometimes he's I think he's the only. I think as he learned, this is just my what I feel. Doesn't mean it's just my opinion, but it just seems like the more he has learned with speaking to Edgar, I don't know how anybody at this point respectfully can think that he just walked out the door and is just in the woods. I don't see it. I mean, they're not going to be doing a criminal investigation for the last 11 months with one detective. It's just not going to happen. Man card, it was odd. I think he was just adrenaline. And let me tell you something. When you're up here, um, sometimes, it's just, as you just say, when you get adrenaline or whatever, you say things like later, you're like, why the fuck did I say that? Like, why did I say that? Um, but I don't, I don't know. I don't know, but I have no idea why, people, that, are on, the other side, if you will, don't ask themselves about why Edgar will not say or show where it was. And it's a, you know, a go-to excuse. Well, he doesn't have to show anybody anything. Well, neither did Seth. He doesn't have to take that lie detector test. Well, neither did Seth. But he says, he wants, people not to speak about him. Don't talk about my truck and all this. Well, let's show it and move the freak on. CP was so shocked his friend was telling. Yeah, I mean, I think that, I really don't speak on creators. I just, whatever they say is, they say. But I think that he is one of, the few that, based upon the little that I do know about them, it would be the one that would, and probably has said things to law enforcement if it raises a red flag. Edgar, don't talk about me. Just listen to me scream. Yeah. Yep. I think he is a critical thinker. I really do. Yeah. Seth alone has been Sebastian's voice. He's been the only voice. I mean, think about it. Think about it. You're missing. Put yourself right, like in a position like Sebastian would be in, right? God forbid. And let's say Sebastian is out there somewhere and he's fine and he comes, he's found and all of this, and he looks back on this. Let's say all three of them are 100% have nothing to do with it. Let's say all three of them, right? And you're going to look back and you're going to think, God, the only person that continued to speak for me, even while he was getting the dog crap talked about him, right, was Seth. Where was my mom? Oh, well, she said, if, people would stop talking about her, she might do an interview. What? I mean, think about that. Can you imagine your mom not doing the interviews? Think of, Beth Holloway, right? Uh didn't stop. Think of Brandy, didn't stop. Criticized constantly. Yeah, Nick, I mean, it's, you just think there isn't a mother flipper out there that would make people stop speaking about their missing child. A fake wall in his camper. Thank you, Coco Honey. Really do appreciate. Justin, just wanted to say thank you for everything you're doing. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Thank you, my love. Appreciate you. And thank you, Hobo. Justin, love you. Justin, Remy, and Pearl family from E Fam. Thank you so much, my dear. All the blessings to you. Appreciate you as well. What was this? They wanted everyone to shut. Well, I mean, Edgar he said that he never thought that it was going to be this big, right? Can you imagine seeing your mom in your stepdad's hands? I mean, the first interview, I mean, was on, and honestly, no disrespect because, naturally you're going to take the interview. But it wasn't a national, it was a very, very, any of us is peanuts compared to, you know, a lot of other YouTubers, and especially national media. And then they did local after the day that they finally said that this is turning into an investigation. I think the day before they had a talk with KK and Edgar. And I think that's when they started to go out and do those interviews, in my opinion. Jules, welcome, my dear. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate you. Welcome to the family. Whose birthday is it? Whose birthday is it? I think Josh is going live here. In just a few moments. Oh, sorry, I was muted. Holly, thank you so very much, my little darling. It would be interesting to compare the amount of minutes they have talked about themselves versus the time they have talked about ways to find Sebastian. Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll do that. Hatters, thank you, my darling. Thank you so very much. You be the mom, Justin, like you had said. Thank you, Hatters, my love. Really do appreciate you. There's Tammy, Barnes and Noble Crime Time. Sub up to Barnes and Noble with a K. She Kardashianed it. Kardashianed it. Barnes and Noble Crime Time. That's Tammy. Very sweetheart. I am not muted now. You are behind, Mrs. Jude. Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much, Hatters. Really do appreciate you. Whose birthday? Can you please explain a photo for me after your live? Email me, sassy pants. Justin, for not having a subject planned, the live was awesome. Thank you. I didn't have time to do much today. I usually have stuff planned to the T. So when I don't have something planned, I just come up here and I'm just like, sorry guys, I don't got much, but we'll figure it out as we go. Oh, thank you, Enjoy. Thank you, my dear. Spooky's wife birthday, okay. Who's else? Thank you, Hatters. Oh, we need to do a chicken party. And then we need to sing happy birthday. I need to know whose else birthday it is. Pearls, mods, if you don't mind finding out while we do a chicken party. Greatly appreciate it. Okay, let's do a chicken party. Are you ready for the chicken party?
Katie! Christopher! Katie!
What you fucking da? I don't fucking know. Yaranna yastara. Anarana.
Oh, suck it now. Oh, suck it now.
He likes the sookie sookie. He likes the sookie soo. He likes the sookie sookie. His name is Edgar too.
Not possible because that area is not visible in the footage. My ass.
My ass.
Oh, suck it now. Oh, suck it now. Oh, suck it now.
Not possible because that area is not visible in the footage. My ass.
My ass. What? What? Why are you looking at me? My ass? What?
Oh, suck it now.
He likes to sookie sookie. Sookie likes him. He likes to sookie sookie. His name is Edgar Zinn. I have no idea.
And it
To
was
Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot.
I'm too sexy for my hair. Too sexy for my hair. Too sexy, don't care. I'm too sexy for this gray. Too sexy for this gray. Too sexy. Ew. I can't rap tonight. I don't know what it. He's got. Don't look at me. Does he get a perm in the back? Do you think? Do you think he gets a perm, or is it natural curl? Wanted to be Shirley Temple. God, I'm showing my.
Not
age.
possible because that area is not visible in the footage. My ass.
Oh, suck it. It's there!
I might have been a bitch to you this year. I just wanted to say that I'm still going to be a bitch to you next year. It's New Year's, not new me. Clean slate, what?
What you fucking da?
What did the irritated chicken say?
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
bullshit.
I thought you were asking me. Remember off the top of my head, I think it's a.
Oh, I gotta show y'all
Sebastian
something.
had gotten in trouble. He got caught lying, and I had asked him. I said, "Hey, you got to have a punishment for this." And drive a diesel truck, Chevrolet.
Year?
Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's a 2021. I think.
So you're.
Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's a 2021. I think.
I got to show y'all something. Okay. Who does this remind you of?
I can't do negative today. Positive 5.
Who does this remind you of? Who does this remind you of? Yeah. Come on. Lisa got it. Mohawk got it. Sunset got it. Connie, no. Tooth. How loose is my tooth? This is so funny.
I can't do negative today. Positive 5.
Look at it. Oh God, maybe.
I can't do negative today. Positive 5.
I mean, come on. Y'all know. Y'all know exactly who this is. Come on. Y'all know exactly who this is.
You're coming with me.
What?
It's a long trip. I'll need a snack.
Snacks because he's 15 and snacks. Snacks because he's 15 and snacks. Snacks because he's 15 and snacks.
Something that I believe we're pervy to. Something that
He still says
I believe
pervy,
we're
y'all.
privy to.
Can you
Something
believe
that
that?
I believe we're pervy to.
Okay. I mean, even a fly, and he's like,
And it to
was
Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot.
He doesn't like that camera on him, did he? He did not like it. You know when someone's looking at you, staring at you, and you try your best not to, pretend like it's bothering you or anything. But then look, he glances back. He thinks he looks so good in the peach. In the peach.
Clearly debunked the hell out of that.
Oh, Saint Kirby.
Someone's.
Oh.
Suck it now.
Oh.
Suck it now.
Oh.
Suck it now.
They can shut their chicken tone, chicken bone, Google Chrome, no home flip phone, disown ice cream cone, garden gnome, student loan, full-blown Indiana Jones, overgrown Flintstone, X and Y chromosome, Fred Zone, Sylvester Stallone, AutoZone, professionally seen silver Patron, head the fuck up, okay? Well, I can't.
How you doing?
How you
A
doing?
bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
Thank you all so much for joining me. Happy birthday to Spooky's wife. Who else? Spooky and who else? I know, Karen. Need to wake up. Oh, you got bedhead. You got bedhead. Oh, it's here. Amy? Okay. All right. This is my rendition of Happy Birthday, Mr. President. Hatters as well. Okay, so we got Spooky, Brody, Amy, and Hatters. And the hen house. Yes. Jay Dizzle and Remy Ma. How you doing? How you doing? Okay. Is it Spirit Seeker's birthday? Her gives me kisses. Oh, it's not the Hatters. No, I don't. Sassy. Thank you, DC. How you doing? Justin, there will not be a lab after dark tonight, but will be lab after dark. Topic tomorrow is. Hold on. Josh isn't going live? I just text him. I'll ask him. You sang to me in a wig. That's right. I sang to you in a wig. It's not your birthday. I just told him. We'll see what he does. Okay, so it's not Hatter's birthday. So we got Spooky, Brody, Amy, or Spooky Amy, and Brody. Is that it? Yes, Cinderella. Yes. She likes to be warm. And hen house. Miss Seeker or Spirit Seeker? Spirit Seeker is not. Oh, that's sweet, Rach. Yeah, Karen, I've spoke about that. Roxy, your birthday's today? Happy birthday. Miss Seeker. Okay, there's a lot of birthdays today. All right. I think this is the most I've ever had in one day. All right, this is my rendition of Happy Birthday, Mr. President, that Marilyn Monroe sang to JFK many, many years ago. I have to get off my waning gibbous and send. Oh, Carmelita, you've been so sick. I'm sorry, honey. All right, here we go. What key do you want it in? I sing out a key too, so don't feel bad. This thing's my mic stand is a little. It's a little heavy. All right. Look at the camera, madam. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Who do we got here? Amy, Roxy, Henhouse, and Miss Seeger. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Here's one's kisses. Her birthday is, I think it's September 26th, 24th or 26th. I can't remember if it's 24th, 26th. Yes, hers is. Let me see if Josh emailed me. Hold on, I'm texting Josh. I was sending people to you, Josh. All right, guys. Thank you all so very much. I love you. I am going to be doing a Remy live very, very soon. Promise. Promise. Okay. Oh, hers ready. She's ready. Is she growing? Oh, she's my girl. Like she is with me 24/7. All right, guys. Let me get her. Where's your mama? Where's your mama? He's not going. He's going live. He rescheduled till tomorrow. I think he said he's still working on the stuff. Oh, her's hungry. Her's hungry. Oh, hold on. I need to. One second. I need to. There's still some in the group. In the bottom. Come on. Oops, one. Here you go. There we go. We mix stuff like extra vitamins and stuff in her babas. So sometimes it like settles to the bottom. Lady for Justice been listening in the back. Good. Thank you, darling. Hey, Sue Animal Lover. Good to see you. What's Remy's favorite food? She likes grapes. She really likes grapes. And she likes green beans. And she likes peas. A lot. That's probably your favorite. Thank you, dear. That's probably your favorite right now. I haven't started her on monkey biscuits yet, but I'll be starting her on monkey biscuits soon. You want any more? You want any more? Oh, there you go. She just burped a good one. She must like green foods. Yes, she gets rice in her cereal or rice in her bottle as well. Yeah. Yep. She gets rice and uh vitamin D drops, and she gets extra vitamin C and vitamin D extra and all that. Sky Maiden, I have gifts from the last 3 weeks sitting here that I have to open. I have to do an opening. Uh, but they like when they get older, they like really crispy, like green beans, like really crispy green beans and stuff like that. Um, and all that. But I'm just cannot wait for the weather to change so we can go outside and we can do lives outside and all that. Yes, she'll go through teething. But she won't be teething for a while, like her adult teeth. I mean, you got to realize, like, they're primates. You and I are primates. And we don't, I mean, a lot of time they are already born with their teeth. If not, they get them pretty soon after they're born. And they will keep those teeth sometimes until they're 2 or 3 because they live 40, some cases 50 years. uh Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. uh Over 2 years, Spirit Seeker. uh oh, no, monkey biscuits. And I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, but so when how babies, kids, they start, they get their teeth when they're, you know babies. They start getting their teeth, and then they, will continue to get teeth, and then when they're, you know about 6, 7, 8, they start losing, their teeth. So it's kind of similar, to humans. Jeez, goodness. She literally, uh, like at night, comes up to me and hugs me, and she starts kissing me. She'll usually kiss my eyeball. I have to close my eye because she's like, and she's just like kissing me all over. It's so cute. She hugs. She's very cute. Her little good girl is in her. Yes, she's very sweet. Have you named your chickens K-Mac? No. Uh, Hold on. What was? Oh, is K-Mac in here? Where's K-Mac? I don't see K-Mac. I've got chickens. I've got chickens. Yes, the pearls I take off generally very quickly if she's not in a cuddly mood because she snaps them and it hurts. It hurts. No, I was asking K-Mac that. I don't see Oh, there's K-Mac. There is. All of our chickens are named, yes. I have not named my chickens yet. I need to name them. But I was trying to, I was trying to see what, if they were roosters or hens. But I think I only have one rooster, and they're all hens. So, anywho, say night night. What did Lady for Justice say? Oh, I'm sorry, Lady for Justice, honey. I'm sorry. Hey, girl, mom. Hey, girl, mom. Has she grown? Can y'all tell she's grown? So name them after the Golden Girls, Justin. I'm gonna get some more chickens. Probably March or April when the weather starts gets better. Yeah, she's grown a lot. I need to go change her diaper. I think she left me a present. Didn't you? No, I want to get some more silkies. I don't really care about eggs. I just like having my chickens. They're so sweet. My chickens are so sweet. I have 6 chickens. 6 chickens. I have 2 parakeets named Thelma and Louise. That's cute. Yep, I have 6 chickens. I got them like in October or something, and they were just little chicks. And now they are big chickens. I have a couple silkies and then some barred. I think they're barred rock. I think that's what they are. I forget what they are. But I am looking for some showgirls. Or I would really like to have some showgirls. Oh, they love eggs, Sharon. Monkeys love eggs. Put snakes away from your coop when it warms up. Put snake away from your coop when it warms up. Ooh, I hate snakes. I knew a man had a pet chicken. He loved her so much in Jackson County. Yes. I want some showgirl chickens. Do y'all know what showgirls are? Oh, thank you for real. Thank you, my dear. I'll show you what showgirls are. I used to have some years ago. They're really a silky. To me, they look like little ostriches. That's a showgirl. Thought criminal. That's a very interesting question. Spider monkeys are one of the most intelligent monkeys out of all. They are actually close to I think it's orangutans. And they are some of the only types of monkeys, spider monkeys, that know that that is their reflection and not and think it's another animal. Think it's another one of them. They actually know it's their reflection. Spider monkeys. Romeo and Juliet. Juliet was mean and Romeo was noisy. Oh, that's sweet. I just texted you Jew pics because your shadow on the wall. You look like a fish and light hang. Perfect. You want some showgirls now? My friend, I need to ask my friend in Florida. Do showgirls chickens lay eggs? Yeah, they're just a silky with a pretty much a naked neck. You're so funny, Spirit Seeker. You're dumb. God, I'm sorry. I just knocked that. You're so funny. You're so funny. Does she grab her bottle? Oh, maybe we'll do a live on that. Can you send those to me? The link? Yeah, they're pretty showgirls. See, these are silkies. I have these. Buff. I don't know if they're Plymouth Rock or I have a couple Buff Orpingtons. People say that these are really nice, like as pets, and that's why I got them. But mine are the skittish ones out of all of them. That's a showgirl too, but I love them. You had to look up silkies. Silkies are, they are the pet chicken out of them all. They're very, very, very chill. They're not even like a chicken, really. I mean, they are, but they're not. All right, guys. Nighty night. I love you all. Thank you all so very much for joining me. I do appreciate you. I stayed a little bit over because Josh. Thank you, my dear. Okay. Sorry, I was looking at a text. Thank you all. Love you all. I'll see you guys later. Make sure you're subbed up to Remy's channel because we'll be over there real soon as well. Love you all. Good night, everyone. Justice for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Justice for Monkey Michael Joseph Vaughn. Justice for Summer Moon Utah Wells. And justice for all of these missing children out here and all of the missing. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you to my mods, members, everyone in chat. Be good to one another. Life is short. Good night. God bless.